We have an issue with men's health in this country. Kei te whakamate I a tātou, and it's killing us. He mate nui. Brothers, it's got to stop. I know what it's like. I've been there. I've been the fat guy, the guy who got cancer. Kua momona, kua mawiwi. But I'm not that guy anymore, and you don't have to be either. That's why. That's what this is all about. Te kau wiki, te kau tāne, te kau au hauora kino, hei takuhiri. Toro o te tākuta, see your doctor. Kia tika te kai, eat better. Whakapakaritia tō tinana. Get fit and save your life. Because it's not just about you. It's about your partner, your whānau, and your mokopuna. It's time to man up and face your death threat.
Fit and active in his youth, Togia Lanefale has battled obesity for over a decade. Now 47 years old and tipping the scales at over 200 kilos, for Togia, it's diet or die. Togia faces a death threat his son Toa desperately wants to defuse.
Hey Buck, my name's Toa. Heard you were making a television show about Māori men's health, and I was just wondering if you could come help my dad. He's real overweight, and I'm real worried about him. But I find it real sad when I just see him like walk upstairs or something, and he finds it hard to breathe. Ina kataha koe te haramai ki te awhina I tōku papa. Hopefully see you soon. Thank you.
Toa knows the value of fitness. He's part of a successful hip-hop dance troupe, taking out silver in the World Hip Hop Championships last year and making it to the finals of New Zealand's Got Talent. But he can't get his dad to follow his exercise example, so Buck and Tongia's mother, Nola, have joined forces with Toa.
Kia ora, Toa, you're really worried about your dad.
Yeah, I'm scared for my dad right now. I want him to get help before something bad happens.
Well, how heavy is he?
He's been like quite big most of my life.
So shall we go and meet him?
Yeah, keen. I'm keen. Let's go do that now.
So this is more of a family intervention, just with the added weight of Buck.
Kia ora, Togia. Kia ora. Buck Shelford.
Buck Shelford.
Bear here.
Pai ana.
Oh, kia ora, kia ora.
What have you done, Toa?
You're in trouble, Dad.
I've been asked to come along today, have a talk to you. Your son has dobbed you in. Toa, so why are you dobbing Dad in?
Well, I'm just scared of where he's at the moment, and I want him to change his ways, pretty much.
We're quite worried about Togia.
You know, I'm willing to come on board and tautoko you in your journey. And so are you willing to actually have a supporter, a Buck Shelford supporter with you?
No.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good.
I'm here to kick your butt around the block, and make sure you do it. Ko te mea tuatai ki taku hōtaka, ka haere ki a tākuta Lance O'Sullivan. He tākuta haora tāne, I whakawhiwhia ia ki te tohu whakaihuaka o Aotearoa.
Diabetes runs in Tongia's family. Some of his uncles have it, and his father died of a diabetes-related heart attack, aged just 57. Togia was diagnosed 4 years ago with type 2 diabetes, a direct result of obesity.
Come on through, Pai. Koina te tūru wero e hoa, that's the hot seat, so have a seat. Kia ora, Togia.
The first thing Lance needs to assess is the urgency of Tongia's death threat, and second, finding out what triggered his compulsive eating and subsequent obesity.
When my partner, Toa's mum, passed away, it was a very real traumatic time for me when that happened.
Would be. That was when Toa was two.
Yeah.
Yeah, from asthma, I believe.
Yeah, she had an asthma attack at home. It was around 11 o'clock at night. I woke up and she wasn't there in bed. So I went to see where she was, and she was on the floor, on the kitchen floor. And just how when I saw her hunched over, I went, oh no, and then when I touched her, she was cold. Next minute, Toa wakes up, he was crying for his mum. Yeah, that really rocked me there, to the point where I didn't want to be around. Very much so. You know, I honestly thought if anyone should have died, it should have been me. You know, my son missed out on having an awesome mum.
That's a lot to carry around.
That's pretty much why what got me here.
The trauma of losing his soulmate and the mother of his son triggered a downward spiral into overeating and lethargy.
Yeah, I just didn't think about myself in terms of self-care, and my health wasn't a priority. It was right at the bottom. I suppose now that I look at it, it was self-hate. You know, I really didn't care if I died.
Mena e hakorea ana tō hanga, pērā I tō Togia, kaua e ruku tō tika tonu, ki tētahi hōtaka whakangungu, tino ua ua. Nō reira kei te tūpuna ia, kia aro taking ia, e tākuta Grant Schofield.
A careful assessment from Grant reveals Togia is in a bad way, but the damage can be reversed. The team meets to discuss the way forward.
So Tongia's another big guy. He's one of our big rigs here. Tangata tino nui ia. He's 190 kilos, so tino taimaha. And he's got quite a few health issues. Diabetes is probably a big one.
In my mind, he's ignored the diet side. I mean, he basically lives on a combination of white bread, lunch and sausage and ham.
The exercise is good, but the thing is, nutrition is probably the biggest thing you can actually really change to make the biggest difference in everything.
Yeah, I think if we were going to put any effort to Togia, it'd be to kia whakapai tōna kai, try and get his kai and his eating on track.
Yeah, I think we have to ban that white bread from every Māori person.
Kia ora.
Yeah.
Bucks identified the real killer for Togia, his diet. Coupled with a lack of exercise, he has a huge challenge ahead, especially when it becomes clear Togia is on the verge of giving up when he's only just started.
How's it? Not fun.
M&M's. Can't resist them.
Hey, look, we're on the guest list.
That's the menu.
Solo dad Togia Lanefale is chronically obese. It's putting a huge strain on his heart and is the reason his son Ahutoa has enlisted the help of All Black legend Buck Shelford. After intensive health assessments, Buck's team have started Togia off on a simple program of walking.
So walk hard and get that high intensity workout, and it just gets the heart rate going. You'll actually start dropping the weight and you'll find it a lot easier to walk a bit faster, a bit further.
But all the walking in the world won't help Togia unless he casts off the shackles of his appalling diet. So Buck sends nutritionist Hedini Marshall around to recondition Togia's pantry.
Bread.
Bread.
I can see a bit more bread in here. I can actually see some vegetables in there, some carrots. Are those?
Yeah, those have been there for the last 2 weeks.
Oh. Is carrot something that you enjoy eating?
I had been. I'll eat it with hummus.
Is there anything else that you might use the carrots for?
No, just eating.
Oh, okay. Oh. If you're having 6 loaves of bread per week, could you maybe take out 2 of those loaves and replace it with a nice, dense, grainy bread, and then slowly reduce the amount of bread over time as well?
I know what I should be eating.
Yeah.
Cost is a factor. But
The cost is actually a false economy for Togia. For the price of 2 cheap loaves, he could buy 1 loaf of a more nutritious bread that will stay the distance and take longer to digest.
Yeah, it's gotta make the change.
After some weeks of really struggling, Togia is finally getting with the program. He's out training every day. He's joined a group fitness team, put health reminders all over his office. He's even going for regular workouts at Jet's gym under the guidance of trainer Ty.
Ty starts me off with a warm-up on the bike. Yeah, just around 10 minutes. And then we move into the boxing room. Here we go, come on. I guess we do punch the bag 10 times and do a burpee.
Nice, breathe, keep breathing. 1, yep.
Another 10, 2 burpees, another 10, 3 burpees, and we go up to 100.
Let's go. Fresh some water.
How's it? Not fun.
After 4 months of this comprehensive program, Lance is expecting some significant weight loss when he catches up with Togia for a scheduled examination. But something's not adding up.
Have you managed to make some gains on that?
No.
Okay.
No. The main thing is I sort of come home and just, do anything for dinner. Nothing's prepped. So for me, it's just get home and make a feed and then, have a rest.
Togia's diet is still heavy on bread and fizzy drink, resulting in Togia being as heavy as ever. So it's time for a serious intervention from Buck, Hedini and an arsenal of cooking equipment.
Yeah, when I saw Buck and Hedini, I went, oh no. Okay, I'm going to get it again, I'm going to get told off again.
But it's not as bad as that. In fact, Hedini has a whole new strategy for Togia.
We're going to make cooking fun today.
With a budget of only $20, Hedini has bought all the ingredients for a healthy chicken stir-fry with rice. And with Ahutoa supplying the music, the meal is ready in no time.
Here we are, cooking. Papatama time.
See, this isn't that bad, is it?
This is fun.
Well, see, like, cooking can be fun if you get your mates involved or, your whānau.
Yeah.
So for lunch, Togia gets to show off his newly discovered culinary skills to a pretty stern judge, Mum Nola.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see how easy it is to cook?
Yeah. I mean, how long did that take us?
And after lunch, Hedini has another tip: slow cooking as opposed to fast.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, kapoi.
Get a whiff of this. It is so yum. Doesn't that smell great?
It smells awesome.
I mean, wouldn't it be awesome to come home from work to, like, a delicious meal like this?
Yeah, it would be. I really like the crock pot stuff because it's just chuck it all in and leave it. And when I get home, it'll be ready, so I like that.
And with wholesome, guilt-free kai to look forward to, Hedini's message seems to get through. With an improved diet, Togia is increasing his exercise, at least until disaster strikes.
So how's the training been going? You picked up the pace?
No. I was down at the park and I hurt my leg.
It's a bit more serious than that. Togia has pulled his hamstring by running instead of walking, against Buck's explicit instructions.
So running, you've been running?
Yeah.
When I told you not to run?
Yes.
Well, you bloody... just forget about the running until you've got the weight down a bit.
It's going to be a painful and protracted recovery for Togia, but he's got some powerful motivation. He's entered a half marathon, and he's only got a few weeks to come right.
Ew, that's the one.
But suddenly, a critically dangerous situation presents itself, and it's got nothing to do with a pulled hamstring.
Knowing what I know, I knew to get to the hospital.
In the midst of training for a half marathon, Togia has been struck down by a condition called cellulitis, where bacteria get in through a break in the skin and cause serious damage. Togia's got any number of blisters and rashes from training, and he knows that a combination of the cellulitis and his obesity could be life-threatening.
After the first time I had cellulitis, this time I had a pretty good idea what it was, just because of the symptoms, the shivering and the racing, the heart racing. Knowing what I know, I knew to get to the hospital.
Thanks to his rapid diagnosis, Togia's recovery is likely to be fast, and the marathon he wants to enter could still be on the cards.
Yeah, I still want to do the marathon. I mean, I've been doing the training, so, I want to do it.
And after one day in bed, the news is good.
They're looking at discharging me tomorrow.
Not only have the antibiotics cleared the cellulitis, Togia's hamstring is feeling better, and the doctors have given the green light to the marathon.
Kua hipa te hia marama, e hāpai ana I te kaupapa. Ki au nei, kua tino angitu a Togia I roto I tāna whai kia rereke tona ao. Nō reira, kia āta tirohia, mena I whai hua ia I tāna hotaka.
Okay, Togia, we've started.
Yeah.
Easy pace to start with, and it's going to go upwards from there.
Once again, Grant and Matt approached Tongia's test carefully, aware that his obesity puts him at risk in fitness tests like this.
So, heart rate, Matt?
115 at the moment.
Nice, that's really good. I think he's doing really well. It's certainly looking like a good improvement on last.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But as they increase the pace, the readout tells them that Togia has literally made great strides in his fitness.
So it looks like your fitness has really improved here, Togia. So you're 15 beats lower for the same speed. So this training for the marathon and the fitness that you've got from that is fabulous. Well done.
Matt and Grant are encouraged to push Togia to the next level, so they gauge just how much his fitness has improved.
Okay, Togia, so we're going to the next level. Doing very, very well. Do let me know if you want to stop along the way, though. Excellent. Keep it up.
There's a minor risk here, but Grant is constantly monitoring Tongia's blood pressure, and Tongia's fitness is in a different class today.
Togia, that's amazing. Two more stages ahead, lower heart rate. So it's just a great outcome. Your fitness has really improved. There's no question about that.
Cool.
That's awesome. Gotta be happy, eh?
Yeah. I sort of wanted to know where I was in terms of my fitness and my health. Just happy to hear that I've improved and I didn't go backwards.
Tongia's a legend. He's taken control. He's got himself fit and he's completely 100% changed his diet and he's lost some weight. What else can you ask for? You know, we're thrilled.
With the test results in, Buck pays a visit to Lance to discuss Tongia's progress.
He was, what, 210 when you first met him?
Yep.
Something around there. Well, he's down to 189 now. And so he's still walking, he's doing a lot of walking, but still got the complications and, you know, he gets laid up every now and then because of things that happen. And I just think that this is, you know, just a long process for him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's taken him probably 10 or 20 years to put on 200 kilos, so it's going to take him a while to get it off, but I'm confident Togia can do it.
Tongia's journey is far from over, but at least now he's got the tools to manage his death threat. In Rotorua, Togia has fronted up for his big challenge, the half marathon he promised himself way back at the beginning. This year, the Rotorua Marathon is celebrating 50 years and it's drawn more than 10,000 participants. Togia is walking it with the support of his exercise group, Band of Brothers. They've trained hard, but there's no guarantee Togia will finish, especially given the injuries he's suffered so recently.
Yeah, I'm feeling excited. Anxious as well in terms of cellulitis.
Buck's even come along for the ride, although he will be attempting to run the full marathon.
Man, hospital one day and into the Rotorua Marathon down here. Yeah. Feeling good?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. Well, no, you know, just not a bit anxious about my leg. Yeah, but otherwise, you know, I'm excited to be here and doing it. But the unknown factor is how am I going to go with my leg. So,
yeah.
I'm looking at 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll catch you at the end, eh? Yeah.
As the start time approaches, there's plenty of high spirits, but butterflies as well. By the time the group photos and the prayers are over, there's nothing more to do but hit the road. Tongia's got 21 kilometres to cover, and he's aiming for a time of around 7 hours. It's a pretty daunting challenge for a man half his size, but initially his fitness is holding up well.
Done 6 Ks so far. Yeah, still feeling good.
But as the day drags on, the distance starts to take its toll.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. The cellulitis isn't an issue. Yeah, that's the one with my hammy, my leg sore hammy and the knee and the calf. That's been an issue. Yeah. So I got my mate Lance. He's gonna catch me when I fall over.
For safety and moral support, the Band of Brothers walk in pairs. Meanwhile, Buck is pounding the pavement, but on the grueling hill sections, even he drops back to Tongia's pace. But despite the heat in the hills, Tongia's commitment and stamina help get him through. With the end almost in sight, Togia is going to finish well under the 7 hours he set himself as a target. He knows he's going to make it.
I couldn't have done this 6 months ago, no way. I couldn't have done this 12 months ago. I'd be on the other side watching. 10 years ago, yeah, I wouldn't even be outside, I'd be at home. It's a high that, you know, you've got to experience, you know, and you'd only experience something like that if you put in the work, put in the training, you know, and then it's a different buzz, you know, it's a natural buzz, you know.
And best of all, he's finished before one legendary All Black.
Oh, good time. You were all right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I beat the 7 dogs.
Good on you. Well, you must have done, what, 5.5?
Nah, 5.
Excellent.
It's a massive achievement for Togia, and to cap it all off, his son Aotoa has already got the news and has sent him a text message of congratulations.
Well, Togia, you know, I've been seeing you for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And seeing as you've done some really good things over that last 6 months, and you had a death threat hanging over your head, it's probably come back a little bit. You've still got a bit of work to do over the next few months to even a year. Exercise is a big one. And cut out that bread, brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll fight.
So keep up the good work and yeah, kick up for the rest of the future. And all the best. E hara taku tō I te tō taki tahi, engari he tō taki tini. E mihi ana mātou ke ngā whānau I tautoko mai I tēnei mahi. Noho oro mai koutou.
He mea tautoko nā te manga.
Hei pāho.